Breaking news, Rangers fans. The Texas Rangers have exercised the 2020 option for manager Chris Woodward. And if you're brand new to the channel, make sure to subscribe right now because I'm your #1 source for all things Texas Rangers on YouTube. And if you want to check out my Instagram page, give it a follow. I will talk all things Rangers with you there on my Instagram page. But going back to the news about Chris Woodward getting his extension, I am all for this. I think it's a smart move for the Rangers. The Rangers are obviously in the midst of a rebuild. Chris Woodward knows that. The Rangers knows that. And Chris Woodward right now in spring training and going into the 2021 season wants to get the most looks out of all the young players on the roster. So that's Kyle Cody, that's Anderson Tejeda, that's Sam Huff whenever he gets called up from the minors, and so on and so forth. And the reason why I like this move for the Rangers is because I like the morals that Chris Woodward and his staff are putting into place in the Rangers organization. He is basically telling all the Rangers players and everybody in the organization, he's saying that you have to earn your spot to play every day in the organization. And that was proven whenever Isaiah Kiner-Falefa performed really well last spring training. He won the third base job. Nobody expected that because we signed Todd Frazier, and then you had to move Todd Frazier over the first base. And that's why we traded Elvis Andrus this offseason. So I like what Chris Woodward has been doing, and it hasn't been shown so far in the win-loss column. You guys are going to have to help me on this in the comment section down below, but I do believe that Chris Woodward has like 100 wins to like 120-something losses. So obviously you don't want to see that. You want to see more wins to loss ratios. But he hasn't been dealt the best cards to begin with. However, I think that could change in the near future. Hopefully, we have some of our young studs perform well this year. Hopefully, like Josh Young and Sam Huff. And it's looking like Isaiah Kiner-Falefa could do something really good for the Rangers this year in 2021. We all know what Joey Gallo can do when he's healthy and he's swinging the bat well. And it's possible the Rangers could try to sign Trevor Story next offseason. It has been shown that in some articles that the Rangers might want to trade for Story in order to try to prevent a Francisco Lindor situation where another team swoops in, trades for Story, and then you might risk somebody extending Story. But I don't think that's the best route for the Rangers, given that they're a rebuilding team. They would have to give up prospects, and there's only like a handful of teams that really need a shortstop. I was going through the list, and I think the only team that really makes sense and has a really glaring need at shortstop would be the Cincinnati Reds, and they don't really make sense to trade for Trevor Story. I mean, of course, you have the Los Angeles Dodgers, the New York Yankees, who are always wanting a star-studded player, but I just don't think it makes sense for the Texas Rangers to trade for Trevor Story right now. I think signing him would be awesome for the Rangers. But getting back to Chris Woodward and having them pick up his 2020 option, like I keep on saying, I think it's a good move for the Rangers. But also, let's just say if the Rangers didn't pick up his 2020 club option, some of you out there may not like Chris Woodward. I do like Chris Woodward. I think he's moving the team in the right direction. However, let's just say the Rangers were to not pick up the option and they were to look for a new manager. Well, then I don't think it would help the rebuilding process at all, because you would have to go through the same scenario all over again. You'd have to get all of your young players used to a new, let's just say, a new way of doing things in the organization, because every coach has a different way of things that they want to do. And I just think that it would be tough for the younger players to adjust to, although they're professional players, so they should be able to handle it. But I just think that with the younger players, it makes a lot more sense to keep Chris Woodward around, and hopefully by 2022, the Rangers show signs of improving in the win-loss column, and then we can hopefully extend Chris Woodward even longer to compete for future titles, in my opinion. So that just about wraps up the video. Give it a like if you like the video, and please share this YouTube channel with all of your friends and family. Everybody that likes the Texas Rangers, I'd greatly appreciate that. I think it would be awesome if we got to 250 subscribers by opening day. I think that'd be awesome for the channel, and I just want to let you guys know that none of this is possible without you guys. So I'm really thankful for all of you guys watching, liking, and subscribing. But with all that being said, I'll see you on the next one.